Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Well, temperatures across the region are pretty mild. Looking at 77 degrees, the air temperature currently a dew point of 54. That hasn't budged too much since this morning. I think we'll probably, by the end of the week, get that dew point value to move up toward the 60 mark. I don't think it's going to move much above that. A lot of sunshine out there. East wind coming in at about 9. We have across the region temperatures that are uniformly comfortable everywhere you go. 75 degrees Wauchula, 76 Arcadia, 75 Parrish, Bradenton, Lakewood, Ranch, 76 in Northport, 79 in Punta Gorda, 75 in Venice, 74 Inglewood, Longboat Keys at 71, a little cooler there. And as I mentioned, 77 in Sarasota. So lots of sunshine across the entire state of Florida. The whole weather scenario for us remains pretty much the same. And honestly, I don't see any changes in this weather picture for the next couple of days, probably for the next, I'd say, 5 to 8 days. We have this easterly wind flow that sometimes is a little northeast, sometimes a little southeast, but generally easterly. Picks up moisture off the Atlantic waters, long fetch of easterly flow, and creates a few clouds over there. And some of those clouds are pushed back across our region later in the day particularly, plus a few grow locally with a little daytime heating. So we get those two things going on. As the moisture increases across the region, we get a better chance of seeing more clouds build. Not much of a rain chance in this whole scenario, as that high pressure ridge still has some drier air aloft, hence our beautiful skies out there. Now we may see a shower or two work their way all the way across the peninsula, but they'll be few and far between, and you won't see a lot of them. There is storminess in the country. We have a frontal boundary with a couple of low pressure areas on it running through parts of the Ohio Valley stretching back into Texas. The Arklatex getting some rain showers there. And also in the northeast getting some pretty good storminess up there. Not severe in nature, but still some pretty good storminess. Plus transitioning back behind that front into colder air, you get some freezing rain. Anywhere from about Cincinnati on up through Chicago, the possibility of a little bit of freezing rain transitioning into snow showers the further north you go away from that front. But that front's not going to move all that much. It's pretty much staying right where it is. It may waffle a little bit north or south, but it's really not going to move all that much. In the next day or so, the stage is set for the Arklatex to perhaps get some freezing rain issues. I could get some pretty good accumulations here, making road travel difficult, and of course power outages of likelihood. A couple of low pressure areas moving onshore back to the west, creating snow showers at high elevations, though the California rains have temporarily anyway started to abate just a little bit. Meanwhile, we are left with that high pressure ridge and beautiful weather right straight into the weekend. Northeast wind coming in at about 5 to 10 knots. And then this evening, probably coming in at about 5 knots, a lighter wind this evening, but then surging a little bit overnight. 2-foot seas, light chop on your bay and inland waters. Couple of tides to talk about: a 1:57 high tide, a low tide at 5:59, another high tide at 11:37. Extended range forecast. Boy, it just looks great, Don. We'll have temperatures that'll be about where they are today, and over the course of the week ahead, maybe a little extra humidity around next week, but that's really about it. Otherwise, the status continues.